Hey guys, welcome back to Me and My Shadow. A little bit different video. This one's not going to be a ride video. This one's going to be an install video. For the longest time I've been going back and forth between, do I want to get a fairing for the bike when I'm doing these longer rides, or is there another option? I think I might have come up with another option. So now we're unboxing the box that's already open, okay? But I'm excited to show you guys what I got here.
All right, time to open my gift.
Thank you very much, Lucky Aces. Again, great friend of the channel. Always looking out for fellow riders, especially shadow riders. And all right, that's enough. Without further ado, here we go. Just got this on Thursday. And when we open up the box, we've got two really cool items. He wrapped it up really nicely for me. Yes, Lucky, I actually got it wrapped better than this. But like I said, kid at Christmas, you know I opened it up early.
I feel like a kid at Christmas.
The first thing we have are these really smoking cool handguards. They mount on the windshield, excuse me, the side mirrors of the bike, right? Vroom, vroom. So we got that.
Someone's having a good time.
Like a kid at Christmas.
We're gonna go ahead and mount these on, and I love the color of them. They're kind of a, I don't know if the camera makes it out, but they're kind of a smoked glass. That's the first thing we got. And the next thing we got, trying to be careful not to damage anything, are actually some Memphis Shades lowers. Oh, and by the way, Lucky, thank you. You're going on my windscreen. Don't worry. This is going to be mounted soon. So, and guys, if you haven't checked out Lucky Aces, go check out his channel. He's got a kick butt channel. He's the only guy I know that's brave enough, or that I personally know anyway, that's brave enough to turn his Honda Shadow into a bobber, okay? So Lucky, thank you. And this will go on the bike. But what we have in here are some Memphis Shades lowers. Again, sticking with the same theme. Try not to scratch anything. They're lowers, and they go on the motorcycle using these clamps right here. I did look a little bit at the instructions. These mount onto these, and then these mount to these brackets right here. And these brackets right here mount onto the front forks of your bike. Oh, and if you guys are interested, let me give you the model number of at least the lowers here. I'm gonna hold this up. Hopefully you guys can read it good in the camera. And take a still picture of it if you're interested in these lowers as well. I think I've held it long enough. That's for the lower fins. And this is the actual part for the brackets that mount it. And there is the information that you may need. The part number is right there. All right, enough of that. Let's get to the install. What we have on here is the parts. Now, I already put one of these together because, believe me, I'm not a professional, but I thought I would show you guys how this works. So it comes with this bracket right here. Let me see if I can get the camera better. So it comes with this bracket right here, this clamp, and of course the lower wind deflector, and a wrench. So you take the wrench and you just loosen these up, unscrew these bolts right here like so. That comes apart, and that comes off of there like that, and we'll do the same to the other one. What you're going for on each one of these is this piece right here. This is like a rubber grommet, okay? That comes off of there. What you have to do is fit the rubber grommet through this hole, and this provides some protection from the mounting. I hope this makes out good on camera. Just take your time with it. You don't need any kind of lubricant or anything to get it through there. That sounds bad. Any kind of lubricant to get it through the hole.
Oh, yeah, it's so dirty. So dirty.
But anyway, you get the idea. So we'll do the same on the rest, and I'll switch to the next part. Okay, so once you have both of these grommets installed, these rubber buffers or grommets or whatever you call them, installed, it's going to look like this. The next part is to attach your bracket to the mount. Now, these will go either way. They can go down like so, or they can go up like so. I chose to try them out first in this upper position and see how that works on the motorcycle. We'll be able to tell more when it comes to fitment time. But anyway, to install that, you just go ahead and put the bolts back in, and it ends up looking like this. Tighten it down. When you tighten it down, you tighten these screws down, I would recommend not killing it, because this, even though this is a really heavy duty plastic, you don't want to break it. So just good and snug is what I did. Just snug enough that I can't turn it anymore. And that creates a solid lock for those. I suppose you could use Loctite on this if you want to, but anyway, for your actual wind protector, your lower wind protectors, this is what the final product's going to look like before you mount it onto the bike. One thing on these clamps I wanted you to see, when you undo these, if you're worried about how they're going to fit on your forks of your bike, this unscrews right here like so, and then this opens up. But it also has these notches back here, so you can size it differently to fit whatever size you need to go around. It has these little teeth. I hope the camera makes that out real good, so you can move the bracket back or forth to fit the different sizes of your forks. Okay guys, I hope I have the camera positioned properly. So what I did was I placed the ring on my fork here, but I left it loose so that I can do some adjustment if need be. The idea being that you want to make sure that you have plenty of clearance on everything, right? So there's where that's going to mount. You're going to place this on here. It's kind of tricky. You need like 3 hands to do it. But see, this is squared off. I hope this makes out on the camera how this is squared off right here, and then this will fit onto there. So you would place this in there like that, and it just kind of rests in there, right? Now I don't know if this is a good final position for this or not. I'll have to adjust it. Right now I just want to get it attached. So having 3 hands, which I wish I had, I'm going to go ahead and bolt this onto the clamp. Make sure that's on there good and tight. And then what I want to do is I want to position this so that when I turn my wheel, I'm not going to run into any issues with this hitting this, or the inside bolt here hitting the fender in any way, shape, or form, or to make sure it clears the lights. So I don't think we're going to have an issue, but we'll turn it real quick just to see, and that's going to be just fine. Alright, so I finished tightening her down real good. This one you can put a little bit more force on because it's not on plastic. And again, guys, like anything else that you add onto your motorcycle, always make sure, go around, just make sure that you got everything snug down. It's a good idea before you go for a ride just to kind of check everything. Make sure that you have everything nice, tight, and secure, because the last thing you want is crap falling off your bike while you're going down the highway, right? So I will go ahead and get this other one on here, get them adjusted, and we will go for a ride. So guys, here is the finished project, or product I should say, that have been adjusted so far on each one of the forks. It was a really easy job. Oh, and by the way, Lucky, thank you so much, sir. You are definitely on my wall of shame. No, actually, you're on my windshield. I did not show the install on this because it's pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy. I did put these guards on here. These are universal. These are not, I don't believe anyway, and I'll supply links down in the description of this video to let you guys know, so you can see each one of them and where you can purchase them if you're interested. But these are not I believe these are just a universal brand, but again, I'll show you. But they just mount directly onto, you just unscrew your mirror and put those on, and then adjust them however you'd like, and then tighten the bolt back down. And I did, of course, the same on both sides. The main idea behind all of this is obviously being able to add more wind protection without having to add any kind of a fairing to your bike. Now, for me, that's important because I'm not real big on getting the fairing on the bike. If I have to, I will, but I want to be able to travel more, and that's going to mean a lot more distance riding, probably some more interstate and things like that where there's quite a bit more wind. And I wanted something that was going to be able to provide me with a little bit better wind protection, and also in the wintertime, obviously, against the coolness. And we're going to find out in the next video when I go ahead and do a ride, and I'll definitely let you guys know how they perform or what I think of them and do the adjustments accordingly. But it's just an idea that if you don't want to actually put a fairing on, I like the old school look of the way my bike is now. I do have a windscreen on it already, obviously, but I did not want to go ahead and put a fairing on. There's something about turning it into, I guess you might call it a mini bagger or whatever, that I just resist. So if you get what I mean. But anyway, this is one example of how to install pretty relatively easily some great equipment that'll provide a little bit more protection and also provide you with a lot less buffering, because a lot of people don't realize that a windscreen alone is probably not going to stop all buffering. So if you are running into issues where your helmet's vibrating and stuff like that, and you put a windscreen on, or you don't want a windscreen on, one thing that you might want to consider is getting some lower wind guards that fit on your forks, like you saw me put on today. They are relatively inexpensive, and a lot of people don't think of the wind coming up from the ground and around the tank and then hitting you in the chest as well. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been long enough. I'm going to do the ride on the next video. We'll definitely check them out, and I'll give you my opinion of moving down the road with everything on, and we'll see how it goes. But I think they look sharp. And by the way, Lucky, thank you again so much for all you contribute to this channel, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar. That's it. If you guys like this video, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the like button, as well as if you have any comments, please leave me a comment. I love the comment section. And you all take care. No matter what you ride, doesn't matter. Just get out there and ride. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you guys again real soon on the next one. Thanks, guys.